Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a video that I know a lot of people were waiting on. First bit of parts just arrived for the new 5.3 build, but before we get started, as always, you can follow me over on Instagram at Austin04_Z71. I posted something up about the parts. They knew that it got here before the video, and as well as I've been doing those question polls too. If you've got any questions, I've been answering a lot of questions publicly there on the story. Seems to be a little bit more effective than the DMs because people can actually see an answer to a question, you know, instead of the same DM I'm getting 3 and 4 times. But like always, if you got a question, you can hit me up in the DMs. You can try to drop a comment down below. I don't always see them unless the video is new, so just a heads up there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So many of you guessed correctly on the cam choice. I went with Texas Speed and Performance, and you guys are going to find out that we're actually going to be using Texas Speed on a lot of the parts for the build. We're getting really big right now in the LS and LT scene, and they've got tremendous amounts of research done, you know, support, dyno charts. I mean, they've done an extraordinary amount of research, and they've got right now for LS, I mean, at the price point and the performance you get out of a lot of their parts, they're kind of hard to beat. Now, about this cam is their stage 3 cam for the 5.3. It's high lift. So let's see here, get the cam card out of there. There's all your specs. We did the 112 on the lobe separation. I know some people were hoping for the 110, but I decided on the 112. And if you're unfamiliar with the lobe separation is going to do, that's what really makes your chop. And you know, 110, it really would have been chopping pretty good, but I think that with the 112, I think it's going to be plenty of chop. You're definitely going to know it's cam for sure. So there's a new cam for the new motor, and we are going to use Texas Speed on the headers and the heads. I'm hoping to have the headers ordered this coming week. Payday's Thursday, so hope to buy those then. And go ahead and get the gaskets I'm going to need and stuff like that. And then probably closer to the end of the month, I'll buy the heads, because we're talking about $1,400 for the valve train and everything else on the head. So, you know, it takes me maybe a couple of weeks to get that accumulated to be able to spend that on it. But people wanted me to keep updated on the price and how much I'm paying for all the parts. The cam was originally $389 or whatever, but shipped to the door was like $404. So the cam to the door, $404, so you might as well call it $400. Now the next box right here beside it, the white box, this has got the new ignition coils in it. Now, hang on, ever since I mentioned something about ignition coils, everybody talking about the stock ignition coils are fine. Yes, they are, but keep in mind, the coil packs that are on this truck have 317,000 miles on them. I'm not going to put them on a motor that I'm trying to make power out of. That's ridiculous. That's just being cheap. And I'm not trying to be that cheap. There's no sense in me reusing the factory. Those are original equipment coil packs. I'm really with that many miles on them. So I'm not doing it. So I got these. These are, don't be thrown off by the color. They're not MSD. They're actually from Summit Racing. These are Summit Racing's house high performance ignition coil, and they were just under $300, and the reviews on them were better than the MSD. And I've heard some bad stuff about MSD, and I've heard good stuff, but I wasn't necessarily set on a certain brand, but people had a lot of good things to say about these, so I'm going to give them a shot. Of course, it's worth a shot, and we'll see how they turn out. But like I said, just under $300. And then in here are the brand new, these are plug wires. These are 8.5 millimeter, not the 8. So just a little bit bigger. It's not like it's really going to, here's your 8.5. It's not like I don't think it's really going to make a difference, but you know, why not just get the bigger ones anyway if you're getting ready to buy new ones. So what we got in here today is the ignition coils and the cam, so 400, and $336 with the wires. So we're about $700, $737 in parts, and we bought the motor for $300. That puts us right at $1,000 so far. So all the people that were interested in keeping track of how much we've spent so far, we're at $1,000 already from the motor and the cam and the ignition coils. And you saw here that I have the throttle body. I was just cleaning it up because I didn't know if it would clean up on the off that motor, and it's cleaned up pretty good. I'm not quite done yet. I'm going to port that out and run it, just the factory throttle body. For what I'm doing, there's no sense in buying like an aftermarket one right now, especially with sticking with a stock intake manifold and all that. So we're going to be using that one, and we're a little bit closer to the road of power. I did not have time this week to call the shop. It's really busy. I'm hoping I'm doing some traveling next week, and I'll be just kind of riding along. I'm going to give them a call and try to get into the shop and get a baseline number on this truck, so that way we can see how much power this truck makes now and how much this truck will make after we do the motor. And if you're new to the channel, I'll show the truck here. I had a bunch of new people show up after I started doing stuff on the build. 04 Silverado, 5.3 in it currently, but this one is old and worn out, so I had the fan up here because I'm getting ready to do a little bit of work in here and it was hot. 5.3 right now. This one's just worn out, 300,000 miles, and there's not anything wrong with it. It's still a good running motor, but I want to do something cool for the channel. I wanted to build a motor, and this isn't the motor to build, not with that many miles. So the new one's only got 80,000 on it. And you can check out, there's 2 videos out already on this build, so you can go back and catch up. And I need to get a playlist made on the channel, so that way all this whole series is kind of put into one spot so you can find it. Probably going to do different cold air intake on the new setup as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So there you go, kind of a short and sweet video. I just wanted to get an update video about the parts coming in, update you guys on the price and where we're at with the motor. So we're moving right along. Once all the parts are here, I mean, I'm getting ready to put it on the stand. I just got an engine stand to throw it on. I'm getting ready to just clean the block up a little bit. It's just got a little bit of the surface rust on the block, just sand it off. I mean, it'll be, once I have all the parts, I'll put it all together, and then it's just going to be the matter of, you know, the right time to put it in, the right weekend where I can take some time and put it in and everything. So it should be coming sooner rather than later. Check out those other videos on the channel. Hit that subscribe button. At this time, I was almost at 10,000 subs this morning. I think I had like 20 more to go. So the next video, well, I'm sure we'll be at 10,000. So thank you guys for watching. Your support is awesome. Any questions you got, throw them down in the comments. Hit me up on my DMs on Instagram. Hopefully you find this entertaining as I'm finding it exciting, because the parts are coming in and I'm getting more and more excited. And I hope that we make good power and it's something interesting here for the channel. So like I said, thanks again for watching. Take care. Have a good day.